What's up, guys? I know I call this a cup of coffee video, but I'm in no position to drink anything with caffeine. After this weekend, I'm having some water, I'm having some Aleve. I'm trying to come down from the intensity of these past few days. So I thought it would be fun to take a step back and talk a little bit about the National. There have already been a ton of videos about the National, so I'll try to keep this short. Most of the great things have already been said, and I'm glad they've been said, and I'll just second everything that's been said already. But I did want to do a video and talk a little bit about it. I'm not going to show any of the pickups that I made over the National. I didn't get a whole lot of stuff. I got some stuff I'm very excited about, but I'll share those in another video. I did want to share a few things that popped up over the weekend, though, and really it's an opportunity to just talk about the weekend and talk about how great it was to meet everybody. I'm not gonna get into the trap of listing names because I know I'll miss some people, and in fact I know that I did. There were plenty of people there that I just never ran into and didn't have the pleasure of meeting. But anyway, this first item is one that anybody that was at the National came across. So I'm not even sure who was handing these out or where they come from or anything. I haven't really looked into it, but it's hilarious for this reason. And I'm sure you've seen this card on other channels, but I'm pretty sure that I got this card from Pepino Man. He was telling me the story and just gave me one. He had a whole bunch of them, and that was the first time I met Pepino Man. He handed me this card. I mean, that makes this card pretty special. And that was at the YouTube meetup, which I'm really glad that we did, because I arrived Thursday night, pretty much right after the show had ended, so I didn't have a chance to get in there. I got some dinner with a couple YouTubers and then went straight to the meetup, which was great because it gave me an opportunity to have a nice conversation with everybody, and be able to try to focus on meeting people and not trying to look at cards at the same time. The next card I got, I think this is one of the first guys I saw. I was very excited to see this gentleman. And I had something for Eric, as he shared in his video. And he had this for me, and he asked if I wanted an inscription. And I didn't take too long to say that I wanted this. And he said no one had asked for that. So I'd like to think that this is a very unique inscription. But when I think those back pages, I think share your knowledge. So very, very wonderful to meet Eric and a whole bunch of YouTubers that night. Just sitting around, having a drink, talking baseball cards. That was the night that I got my junk wax pack from Stove Sports, and as soon as he handed me the box, I jokingly asked if he would sign the box, and he obliged. So here is Mark's scrawl, his chicken scratch, and you can see it's a 1 of 1. So once again, I've got an autographed YouTuber piece of memorabilia. Now I have to say, I have yet to really dig into this. I did open 2 packs though, and I wanted to share that with you. I think the first one I did was this 87 Topps. I have not opened a pack of 87 Topps since I was a kid, so this was a thrill, and I especially enjoyed seeing 2 managers with 2 wads. just going at it. I mean, that's 1987 baseball right there. So that was a real thrill. But the biggest part of the biggest thrill, I guess, was when I opened up this pack. I did not catch it on camera, but I do have some witnesses. The very first card I pulled out of this was this guy. And I took that as a good omen. Not a pack breaker, but that night I was. How's it going, Todd? And so that was definitely fun. And you know, gosh, Thursday, Friday, Saturday was just trying to soak it all in, trying to get the lay of the land. You know, had my pickups in mind. Was, you know, following a bunch of other tubers around and picking their brains, and you know, I'll get into all that in another video. But I did have one other card I wanted to share with you guys. So Bob Lewis and I roomed together on, I think it was that Friday or Saturday. Anyway, Bob had to leave on Saturday, and we didn't cross paths. And so by the time I got back to the hotel, he had already left. But he did leave something special for me that I thought you all would enjoy seeing as well. I mean, what an exit. What a generous exit from Mr. Bob Lewis. So, although these are not the cards that I was intending to to get when I went to the National, I think I might be most excited about these cards because behind these cards are all, you know, it's the fun of the National. The fun of the National is, yeah, the baseball cards for sure, no doubt, but it's also just getting to meet all these people that it's kind of strange. Like you think, oh, this is going to be kind of surreal, and it is, but you just kind of pick up where you left off. I mean, we've all been talking to each other, some of us for months, some of us for years, and it's pretty great. You just realize that you've got a wonderful group to connect with about this fun hobby. For anybody that I got to meet, but even those of you that I unfortunately didn't get to spend much time with, it was great to see everybody. Definitely planning on going to the Atlantic City convention next year, and just looking forward to seeing this whole thing grow. So thanks for checking out the video, guys. Take care, and I will be back soon.